apologise for that, mainly because a lot of my people are now getting elderly. We have less people than we used to because a lot of them are now elders. Elders don't work, but they impart experience onto people who listen to them. So we have gained an elder problem. So we are stuck there. We also, very briefly, because of massive expansion, ran out of essence, and then we ran out of ammo. So as you can see, a lot of these things, the ammo is not where I'd like it to be. Now with that out of the way, we do have a more fortified keep, the large castle. We have begun expanding the actual housing. As you can see, it's all over here now. We're clearing this area out here of it. We have begun actual proper production and the city itself. We have a huge amount more of these established essence collectors, so obviously essence won't be a problem. 4 more crystal combobulated for infantry upon the field. We have got a lot going on. We have an awful lot going on. I've had to continuously do holy woods to keep the resources going. But we have expanded significantly. We just need to make sure the enemy doesn't breach. And now, unfortunately, because of the sheer number of them, they have been breaching a fair bit. Like, full-on breaching. The enemy is still pushing out here, is still pushing it across. Occasionally, it's... Oh, an earthquake. Cool. Occasionally, the water's water. Occasionally, it's ice. It depends what time of the year. Like, we're getting towards the end of winter. Where's the earthquake? I'm assuming there. There? Do you see an earthquake marker? Is it enemy territory? Is it, like, good? Could be anywhere. I don't see any obvious circles radio. Oh, found it. It's destroying my... it's destroying it. No, I don't need this to be rocks. This is my crystal field. No, my rocks in my crystal field. So yeah, apart from that, we're doing okay. The issue we have, obviously, is a large amount of corruption has gone up. They are very angry with us, as you can tell by the fact that there's constant war going on in here. We obviously have a couple of recombobulators being pushed to the front line to keep my troops alive. But as you can tell from this, there is a lot of death going on. The front line is very much a front line these days. So we have to start pushing and crushing. Now what does that mean? Mostly it means we can start pushing in lights and stuff to start expanding inwards. We just start destroying their central assault areas. Now that will take time. Because obviously the more torture things we put in, the more upset they are going to be. But that is unfortunately where we're going to have to be for that. It also means we need a bit more in the way of building. So if I put, say, a large fire pit there, I'm going to need to be able to build it myself. Because if my guys try and build it, that's going to screw us over. So I need to be able to put stuff down. And also do the build. I also need to be able to put 4 pieces of wall around it, if need be. See? Oh my god, there's someone already building it. Put 4 pieces of wall around it, so it stops construction around it. I can obviously then get rid of it by using fire or whatnot. But yeah. Wait, where are you going? It's going to be an interesting problem. God, you shouldn't be already doing that. It's at the bottom. You're on the front line. Oh dear. So yeah. My people are causing me issues. God damn them. And this is what's probably going to kill us. Because obviously I can't really expand at night if my guys are literally dragging resources. See? There's the resources we need. Standing there in the open. Oh yeah, also Luke Skywalker's finally retired. So we could lose people very soon. That's the only way to push forwards, by taking their territory. Oh my god. Wait, you're a builder? You shouldn't be out here. You should not be out here. Oh my god, so yeah, issues. Very big issues. It means we can only really expand during the day. But as you can see, nighttime is excessive. Very excessive. We lose on average about 30 to 40 golems, despite the fact they're being healed. And it's only going to get worse. We're also continuously low on resources. The biggest thing going to be is low on resources. As you can see here, golems are dead across the board. And these things are already running low on bolts. They weren't fully equipped either. That is going to get worse. Now, luckily we are, like I say, solving the magic issue. But if I rely only on magic, it means I'm going to make my magic issue worse. So there is no happy medium right now. Oh my god. You, go there. You go there. Absolute muppets, all of them. Who's doing it now? I literally can't do it myself. Well, Bijou, they were one of my retirees. Literally stopping me from expanding. But yeah, that's the whole idea. Build these, expand, build these, expand. I just have to wait for these morons to not be doing it. They're doing it. Pushing the enemy back like this, as you can see it's slowly working, will spawn enemies from the destroyed land and also obviously upset them even more. For us to push anywhere close to where their land is, like all the way down here, it's going to require a lot of them and a lot of anger, an awful lot of anger. So we're going to have to make sure when we do this, we're happy when we do this. Now the best way of making sure we don't build down there is god walling it. Just going so we can't actually get any connection to it. But this is going to be a slow, steady, continuous push forwards. We will get there, and the closer we are to their territory, the more stuff we can do, like earthquakes and thunderstorms in their territory. Like an earthquake here would destroy a lot of it. Probably drop like 2 or 3 down, dead easy. A night. We just need to push. And unfortunately, like you can see by this slow progression, it takes time to retake the land. So it could be another 2 to 3 nights before we can push to the next tier. So here we are just waiting. Waiting and winning the war. Although there's a lot more dead golems than I'd like there to be. This is going to get worse. Because the enemy is 1/3 of the night and we're still pushing. The slow but steady progress of taking land is now happening. Obviously there's a load of large fire pits. We've already talked about how, like, I can die building them 27 in between. So this is a lot of gap which is still connected. So we're going to take this land using as many fire pits as possible. He's going to upset the locals as they keep spawning. And then obviously we're going to get to a certain level. We're going to start easing it off. Because we need to make sure that the actual connection kills all the land so nothing can regrow. So of course doing that now means the front line is really on the front line. See all of this? This is an issue. This now means that there's going to be a lot more losses and a lot more essence being lost. So now I'm always losing golems, which is not good for the night time. So this frontline assault could be our death. Yeah, this could genuinely be our death. So either go really well or really, really, really badly. We're taking land, we're pushing outwards. I can now begin using earthquakes. Obviously I can't right now, it's a little bit poor, but I could start doing earthquakes. See this? This is now over their territory and barely over mine. A bit more further here, we'll take this entire section out through damages and storms. And obviously I can just repair my stuff using spells. So the frontline assault is taking time, but it is going to yield results. Unfortunately, a lot of dead golems, which is going to be a big issue. It's going to be a real big issue. We have to deal with that very soon. Because like I say, we need those for the night time. Because this anger is about 15%, maybe? Maybe 15%. It's getting up there. We're getting a lot of forces. Nighttime is getting difficult, and now we're making it worse. Now, you're not really meant to be attacking the enemy at all, if I'm honest. What you're meant to be doing, as this ice crystal golem gets destroyed, is to win the game, you have to survive every single region for 1 year. And obviously that's boring, if I'm honest. That's genuinely boring. So yeah, you're meant to build a migration station. Let's see, go to civics, I think it's here, is it? Yeah, migration way station. You send people to the next few zones. So obviously you have a big central capital, so you push it to other areas. Now, yeah, I'm not doing that much. That's going to be weeks of my life. And I'm not doing that. So my goal is you know, either survive as long as possible, or see how long it goes, or see how long until people get bored, or how long until I get bored, because I've put a lot of hours into this so far now, thinking about it. And so far we have expanded that far. As you can see, there's a bit more enemy bases to go. Just a few. Just a few. So yeah, actual proper assault could take forever. So we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes. Expansion is carrying on. I'm not quite sure how far it is from the last one because I'm releasing all this in one go. But as you can see, there is a messy, trashy cube wall. Not sure if I've shown it. And a load of god walls over here. Now the enemy can obviously just walk around it. Spectres can move over it. But because this cannot be pathed through the creepity creepington, this entire area will not have my troops in it. Of course, I'll still probably wander over occasionally, but it does mean I remove these few pieces of god wall over here, and suddenly we are perfectly fine. So yeah, I now have a way of expanding easily and moving easily. We are, of course, still having a few issues with my troops, but we are holding the line. We are pushing, we are crushing, we are smashing the enemy. We are a little bit low on the reinforced recombobulators. I think energy is a weird issue, which is odd because we have huge amounts of these. As you can see, they've got a huge amount of lithium in storage. Oh, and people are being born. Thank you, Norbert. So we have stuff continuously active. I think I've had to move some stuff up here around. So I was building this castle to be castle-y, and then I built it wrong. And then I cried. Genuinely, I got upset about it because everything was built off by 3 times in a row. That's a lot of times in a row. So, you know, it got to me. It really did get to me, my God. But yeah, you can see it goes along here, goes and then we have a load of houses over here. So I've been building this up. We have a load of dogs living in here. We've expanded that way over there. The farms will eventually be moved. The dogs, let's see, how many we got? 4, 7, 12, 16, God, that's 19 dogs. And our large castle is the biggest it could be. 19 dogs. Wait, why is that one off? Oh yeah, this is built sideways a bit for the reinforced key shack, of which we have no keys because they keep using them. We have a lot of chests. Every time I log out the game and relog, we get a load more shiny things. It seems we get even more chests. So we have about 20 odd chests on the map, I'd say. We've had maybe 4 keys total, maybe 5 keys at a push. So the world is key light, but really, really hot for chests, which, you know, we can deal with. Outside that, we're still expanding and growing. The fortress is becoming fully fortressified. You can probably tell we have a huge amount of golems. I'm still expanding more and more and more. Like, we still have a few established. Obviously, I want to give them elementals. I think everything down here is elemental. Yeah, good. And obviously, we're still going along up here too. So, what are you? Are you a chest? Another chest. Loot boxes everywhere. Obviously, open one here, but there's another one next to it and next to it. Chests are the bane of my life. Quite literally, they're everywhere. And we're making so much lithium. Might be time for some more of these. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How much we got left? Let's put another 2 down. So obviously we want to make as much essence collectors as possible. Because let's face it, the more essence collectors we have, the better. But we are going to be hard capped by buildings very soon. Because there is a hard limit. We've hit the biggest castle we can have, so we can only have up to 15 ancillaries. Obviously, each level of those gives me an extra 2 buildings. I have 8 more left, which obviously that would be another 16. I think it's another 5 levels. 16, we're looking at 106, looking at maybe another 80 buildings. It seems like a lot, but you have to remember the enemy does not have these level of constraints. So once we hit the edge of that, we will be hitting the end zone, where the enemy will outnumber us. Now, like I say, I'm not going to be completing this run. To complete this run, I spend 1 year on every single map. We'll be going into until this one is officially complete. Now, the goal for that is being able to survive high-level assaults, or being able to move troops to another area. Either one in which will be. If we can then move troops to a high level area, of course, that would be good as well. Oop. Yeah, these are all working really well. Lightning bullets, silver bullets, okay, good. But yeah, maybe moving over, it's not too hard to do that. All you've got to do is build a civics, where is it? Migration way station, move troops to another place. Now obviously we don't have any spare, but eventually we soon will. Although winter has just arrived, or has been arrived for a little while, I've lost complete track of time. So food and crops will no longer grow. We obviously have a lot in storage, it's still be a little bit warm here and there. But food, oh yeah, it's been frozen for a few days. Food will eventually run out, but we should have plenty. We have a lot of raw food, 500. We have a lot of made food, and we have 294 cooked food. In fact, we're living a lot off the established animal pen. All the animals get named, hugged, and then stabbed in the back of the head and eaten. So no, we're doing well. But yeah, we're holding, we're pushing. But you just need to wait. The biggest thing, of course, is actively waiting. You're boosted. Got ya. You go here. The biggest thing I've got to do is wait, because this is destroying territory, but it's taking a while. And the rage is, I'd say, 20%, give or take. So just waiting. Just slowly waiting. The building just died from over here. And that's the thing. We are going out. Obviously, I've tried to do what I can here. You see, this one is completely sealed off as well. If that one opens up, we then have this entire area we can build into. We don't really want to, but it is in fact there. In fact, just a sec. Just got to make sure things are completely and totally okay. A little bit of burning here and there. That's fine. There we go. No buildings for you. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is play the waiting game and see what their nighttime looks like. Hopefully not too bad, but we have been getting steadily worse with it. One thing I should not have done is trying to build a wall when evening started. As you can see, there's now issues with my wall. And evening has started, so I've got a few little friends who are trying to set my house on fire, and my people. Now, a lack of rain would mean that's a problem. But I've also built a few more established. We're getting a lot more essence coming along. But yeah, we have issues with the locals. And obviously this is a bit of an issue. Major issue. Because we don't really want my people to die. That is of course a thing that could happen. So yeah, people are being killed in combat. Which is a big issue. Big issue. Everyone go here, okay. Okay, I'm going to start cancelling all of these. Because otherwise people are going to have issues. It's a shame, but it is what it is. So grab all the resources myself. No one gets to build here. We'll come back for them later. But someone's died, which means we have space for even more people. Kind of. There'll be ghosts. There'll be glory. There'll be problems and fire. But yeah, the losing people is a problem. And Grinnell is currently asleep. Can you be happier and also there? Thank you. Can you guys be healed? But yeah, nighttime isn't too dangerous. But look, even in dusk, there's a lot of them. An awful lot of them. Major amounts. And my essence is still not keeping up with the demand. Like it was 15k, attack started already down a lot. I think we're still trying to re-equip all the bows, so we need even more wood for the frontline and boyers too. It's got plenty of resources, I just think there should be a second one. But my people don't seem to actually do their jobs, they seem to just, like this one, be over here, actually, you know, rearming things, which they shouldn't be, but they are. Whatever. We've also burnt down a few more buildings around here, obviously, anytime we can burn something, we will burn something. We're going to keep on grabbing resources from all the dead. We have enough golems now that, give or take, we outnumber them until the night time hits. And then when it hits, we have major problems. But the problems we can just about hold for now. But yeah, it's getting closer. So we're going to keep on pushing the amount of golems we have. An awful amount of the golems we have. Although the essence we're grabbing, like I say, look at that number. Great. Yeah, we are really, really devouring essence. Which is good. Which is very good. Although I'm going to try and expand this wall a bit more, see how well it goes. I don't want to get so long that they start thinking, you know, dig is good. Because if it gets too far, it'll go through this bit here. Because it'll be easier, you know, walk down, destroy that. So we're getting to the whole testing phase of pure madness. Can you stop attacking my QB golems? I only have so many of them. Yeah, seriously guys, stop it. Please. Okay, one more piece left, then we're good to go. Where are you guys going? You're grabbing resources off the ground. You're not even connected to there. Stop grabbing it. My gods. People, please. But yeah, we have a couple of spare people. We'll probably put those into resource gathering. There we go. Every little thing is going to be alright. Look at those numbers. Night's just started. Already my forces are being steadily overwhelmed. You, get in. Now, there'll be dead people absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I'm going to lose a lot of troops from over here because that's just on the edge. And it's outside of the line of battle. Because obviously the line of battle is where all my towers are. But I think we're holding. I think we are really, really holding. I give us till about maybe the carrots before we start suffering major issues. Our essence levels are going up phenomenally, but that's because I just do a boop and leave it. Because I don't need all this essence anymore. Not even slightly. Although, when we start running out of golems, we will be. Golems, of course, will be our biggest test. Let's see, how well are we doing on golems? Let's see, 3 of 4, 4 of 4, 2 of 4, 2 of 4. We are losing troops. We are losing troops. We're majorly losing troops in the wood section. My gods. That's why I need to keep on loading these up. As long as we have golem frontline forces, we will not be losing. Which, yeah, will be the biggest issue. Once it starts getting past a certain point, my troops will be outnumbered heavily. And obviously reinforcing them will be where most of my essence goes. And I need my front lines to keep on firing. And I also need more bone ammo storage. So yeah, I need more storage. Of which we have plenty of this, but not so much this. So the boyers may get moved, may get a second one down. Yeah, 2 boyers might be needed. We just don't have supplies. Let's see, somebody's at 60. Just not being rearmed fast enough. And obviously having pure mana towers, that's even worse. Even worse. But it is what it is. And hopefully we'll keep on holding. Yeah, this night looks like another good night. A lot of dead people. But nothing too major so far. Though the end of the night we'll have to see. Because we'll run out of essence. Unfortunately for you guys, you won't get to see. This is the end of this episode. I think. I don't know. What I know is, by the time this episode's out, I'll be gone for the weekend. So I won't be able to update it or change anything. But until then, take care. Be awesome. Be epic. Be amazing. And I'll be seeing you sometime soon.